You are listening to Those Casual Reds with Casey Gayle, Jeremy Sanchez, and Mikey Douglas, only on LA Talk Radio.
So you know the deal. It's time for Those Casual Reds with Casey Gayle on LA Talk Radio.
Yes. We're in the house. It's a beautiful day. Beautiful thing to be here with all you gentlemen. This is your boy Case, Those Casual Reds. First of all, let's get the sponsors out the way. We're brought to you by Balorian, Milukian, and Ashakirian. BMS is what they're called. They're full staff, 6 staff lawyers, esquires as I call them. They specialize in personal injury, wrongful death, wrongful fireman. I don't know. You want to sue the city? Sue the city. But anyway, 747-444-444, 98% success rate, all the good things. Ask for Ashat, Vahe, Ani, Dave, Shushan, Pike, the man, Balorian, Malukian, Shakidian. 747-444-444. Let's bring everybody in. What's going on at Reds, Those Casuals? First of all, let me introduce everybody. I got Jerm in the studio with me, Cheese, Mikey in ATL, Sean in Pittsburgh, Mikey in SoCal. How we doing? Missed y'all for a week. Glad to be here. It's positive vibes to be a United supporter. It's positive. Let's go real quick. What you guys think about the
You got the mics off, bro.
You can tell he had a week off.
It's all right.
Check. Can you hear us?
Yeah, man.
It's all right. Casey.
I was going to keep it 100. I got the vibes because my man looked like Bounty Killer in front of me. So I'm a little shook up right now. I'm smelling the essence. So everything is just, our studio's lit.
Man.
It's all types of things going on in the studio. It's different.
Oh, man.
It's different. All right.
It's island vibes in there.
It's island vibes in the studio. Whoa.
Calm it down.
The Reds are in the States. They have invaded the States. I know my date, we're all going to go to different games. My date is this Saturday. We're going to be in the house. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to be talking shit to troops.
Yeah.
It's already lined up. Mikey, where are you guys going to go? And the date?
Where are we gonna go?
Yeah, your game. You're
South Carolina.
South Carolina.
Yeah, it's in South Carolina.
What's the date, though?
The 3rd of August.
I'm with Big Mikey, so.
Word.
And Bandito, you're going where?
I'm going to lovely Manchester.
Oh, I thought you were going to San Diego. My bad.
I'll be there. Flight is booked. Arrangements are being made. Late September, October.
Nice.
So 3 Premier League matches and 2 Europa League matches.
Nice.
Damn.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Very nice.
That's
I need to get rid of my kid and stop being able to do trips like that.
Or you might need to bet on South Sudan.
Mind you, I will say this.
Sudan is real.
In 2 weeks, I'll probably be doing the show from England because I got to pop back to England. So,
Well, nice.
Unfortunate the reason I've got to go back, but I got to go back for a week. So
I was trying to find the dates for the thing. But yeah, they're in the States. People are going to be going to see them practice out here when
Friday evening.
It's going to be free for all the masses. I think the only players that might be here, I just read that Zersky and Rasmus are going to be coming out for the U.S. tour. I don't know if it's going to be in time for the L.A., so that should be exciting for everybody to see them. A couple of the youngsters will be here. Well, 3 of them will be here. We got Hamas, Collier, and Wheatley.
Wheatley's coming.
Amos, forgive me.
Amos.
God.
You know, I got CTE. You know, I don't do things right. I'm the dumb one on the show. Amos. So they'll be out. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. I'm excited. At first, you know, preseason thing. You know how we do. I never even finish them. I've embarrassed myself many times. So, you know, I'm gonna have vibes and things. You going?
I'm in there, man.
You're in there. All right. So, I guess we're gonna get into it since the U.S. tour is boring. Let's go into current news. An hour ago, Fabrizio Romano said that there has not been any formal offer for PSG for Sancho, so he definitely be on the tour. That means he'll probably be with us the next 10 days. Sancho, I was watching these two gentlemen show last night, and they were talking about Sancho, and he was not impressive at all.
Correct.
I feel like there's a possibility we're going to get lowballed on him, or he's going to be with us. How do you guys feel about Sancho? I don't want to go too much on what we saw in the preseason game, but he's the person that has become our problem again, on the field and off the field. Sean, how do you feel about Sancho?
You want to go ahead there, Big Mike? You see that?
Sorry, I was doing something. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead, Mike. Oh, you were you playing games?
I got SC ranked fourth in the nation at me at running back. But okay, so I'm not in the camp of like get him out. If like I said, if Ten Hag is okay with him, I want to see if he can contribute anything. My biggest thing for it to say that is I like the depth, right? He can come on. We were injury plagued last year, and I like the idea that we have an extra guy that could do it, and let's just see if he could do it this year. I mean, the last 2 years he hasn't been able to do it. Fell out with the coach. Coach let him back in. I'll let him back in, and I'll give him some time. And if he's not producing, he could be gone by Christmas time. That's all right with me. But I like it for depth reasons.
Sean.
Yeah, I said it yesterday. I think he needs to go. We need the money for CDM pretty badly. I think he needs to go now. You know, like I said yesterday, we have depth on the wings right now. We don't have depth in CDM right now. So that's my opinion. I'd take 40. If someone wants to give us 40 million for him, take it and run.
Bandito.
Yeah, I think all the transfer rumors to PSG are bullshit.
Yeah.
It's coming from a not very good source out of France. It's not coming from any news from the clubs, not coming from Ornstein or Andy Mitten or those types of folks. So, yeah, he'll be on the tour. He'll be in the shop window. And if someone comes in for a bid, I think United will take it. I think he wants to leave.
Mm-hmm. Do you think Bandino, what I said yesterday was, I think he's stuck here. I don't think anyone can afford his wages and the fee at the same time.
Yeah, you're right. It's like Dortmund, they want him, but they don't want to pay money for him. They don't want to take on his wages.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's
a really tough one. I think United would have to pay part of the wages. And
yeah. I saw something interesting today. Has anyone seen his social media account? He still has Dortmund as his profile. It's like, are you serious?
Jeez, jump in, Sancho.
I would like to treat him like a new player, but it's Sancho. I'll take that 40 million and run also. And what's the vibes in the camp with him? Like, does he even have friends?
Yeah, of course, Rashi. That's
his only friend.
That's
one. So
that doesn't say much.
Malasia.
He's on his way out too.
AWB. It's a little crew.
Since you brought up Rashi, how was the one game or 45 minutes that he played compared to Sancho?
Oh, that's a good question.
Performance-wise, they both played 45 minutes.
Unimpressive.
Football. How are both of their games? If anybody saw
unimpressive.
Just wondering. General consensus.
I'm not going to say Rashi and Sancho's the whole. We know Rashi's going to be in the mix. But Jerm, go ahead. How you feel about Sancho?
I want him out, man. I don't want him here, man. I've been telling you that. I want Sancho out. Come on. get him out of here. Everything just compiled, right? The fact that he still has that thing on his social media, that might not really say much, but a young guy, they're always on their phone, always on social media. They think that's saying a statement. I don't really rate him like that. I was patient with him, but for me, he's just as good as gone. Just like
he ain't D1. And when I played
He's not
D1, we
D1.
used to be like, "Oh,
He's
this dude
not
ain't
D1.
D1. He can't blow past nobody."
there's a reason why City didn't want him, right?
Yeah.
And then he went, and then that's the reason why Dortmund is not like claiming to get him, right?
They
not,
don't want him.
exactly.
Listen,
And
that
just,
was Rangers. He didn't blow past nobody.
And just to give you a little, just to talk about a little bit about preseason, right? I know you guys discussed it yesterday about Lenny Yoro. I don't really want to just hype him up too much, but the fact that that dude is like, 6'4", he's got the speed. You just see all the attributes that could form into just
All
a
right, we're going to talk about Lenny
CD.
later. We're going to talk
Oh,
about
you're
Lenny.
talking about later? Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
we're going to talk about it. So that was the first current event which went out. Sancho, no offer.
Unimpressive. Yep.
Okay, boom. Next question, my man Fabrizio said when it comes to Ugarte and our midfield situation, he said that all he has heard internally from Manchester United is Ugarte, and you ready for this? Sofyan Amrabat.
Well,
Not this Fafana.
like, is Sofian going to PSG?
No, that's going to be our second choice midfielder. How do you guys feel about that, Sean? And I'm just going off what we just said after an hour ago. I watched his YouTube. That's what he said.
Well, he's saying both of those are coming in.
He's saying that our midfield choices right now, speaking internally at Manchester United, is not this Fafana. It's Amrabat and Ugarte. And I know the Ugarte deal is priced way too high. I know what's going on there. We all know what's going on there. They're just
I wouldn't mind Amrabat. I think he played well towards the end of the season when he was played in a position and got given a good run of games. So I don't mind Amrabat. Remember what he said at in an interview, we're not going to fix every position this year. I'm not, we do have some youngsters coming through, maybe give them a run a game. Casemiro playing 20 minutes a game. Obviously, we can't get rid of him also. If we're only going to have, Amrabat in the CDM, but it is what it is. Is there anything else we can do right now? We're tied for money. I said this yesterday. I think it's time for players to step up, say, look, I'm not going to get game time here. I need to move on. But they won't do it. They're on too higher wages. So we're stuck for right now. So that's, where we're at.
Bandito, how do you... And I know why I'm bringing this up is because midfield to me right now is the big concern. And if these are our two top midfield options, according to the one of them called Fabrizio, damn tall sensation, Fabrizio. Okay, Bandito, are these two choices you would be comfortable with coming in next season? And then I'll talk about Amrabat and Ugarte.
It's less than ideal. I mean, Ugarte is more of a destroyer, someone who has the legs and a different profile player. I think Ugarte that would be a decent signing for United. It's PSG, they want the same fee that they paid to bring him in from Portugal, and that's not going to happen.
They want more.
And then from what I understand, United had already Sofyan Amrabat has been back with Fiorentina for about a month already, and they're saying they're not going to pay the 20 million buy clause. So that needle will have to move in order for that deal to happen. So if we do have Amrabat, I think that means, what does that mean for Scott McTominay? Does that mean that he stays and he offers something? He offers something different.
Eric Ten Hag said today, and I'm just going to tap my nose. Now, that doesn't mean I want a bumpski, but Eric Ten Hag said today that Scotty McTominay is part of this team, and they would not want to depart from him. So
yeah, but he's got to say, in fairness, he's got to say that about every player. He's not going to say, "Oh yeah, this guy is shit," and we can't use him.
Right,
he's an integral part until 40
we might have left.
Yeah. So if 30 30 mil comes in for Scott McTominay, I think he's going to go off to West Ham. I don't know. What do you guys? Does that help us get? Does that help us get this Ugarte over the line?
Anyone's concerned,
does that help
right
us get
now,
DeLit in?
Now, our budget, we have 80 million left.
I would, with that 80 million, I'd buy DeLit and Amrabat. I don't like. Okay, the CDM is a problem, but is it such of a problem as last year if we have DeLit, Lenny Euro, and Martinez sitting in front of it? I don't think it's a bigger problem.
Mm-hmm.
I would literally get Amrabat because we know we can do it, and then get DeLit in.
Mm-hmm. I think, Mikey, what's the score?
21-14.
And what position you're playing again?
Running back.
He's trash. I bust that nigga. Oops, excuse my mouth. That came out palsy. But anyway, Mikey, how you feel about that? Thank you, Bandito. I mean, I'm just saying those are and I'm going off Fabrizio. He's not to tell all because Ornstein is the guy, but he's saying that he's hearing all we're talking about is Ugarte and Amrabat. Amrabat, y'all can wait. He'll wait till whenever he wants to be a Red. So I don't think he's going to be an issue. But if our budget right now is still 80 million, and those are our two choices in midfield, how do you feel about that?
Do we know for a fact that's our budget?
Some financial analyst said it today.
Okay, so I mean, Ugarte is asking for a lot of money, but I mean, we need. I would like Fofana.
I like him too.
I like Fofana a lot. So we gotta short that up soon because Casemiro can't do it, and we just can't do it. So I would go in and just I like Sofian. I think he's good. I think the thing with him is that he only proved it in the last few games, right? So it's like we have like this little sample size of him playing in his actual position for the entire year, and he was great at it. Can he replicate that again? There's so many questions there, right? And there's like, how much Fiorentina want in order to let that go? Are we willing to pay that, being that we only seen about 4 or 5 games in his actual position? I don't know. I've seen Fofana's a baller, and I'm okay with pulling the trigger on him, but how much money? It just seems like whatever we do, we're gonna pay. And I would like to get that DeLit deal over the line soon, because that's the main one for me. And I said even yesterday, I could be a Maverick right now and say, you know what, Martinez, go up there and play some CDM. We got it back here. We got it back here. We got the Twin Towers back here with pace. Go up there and play some CDM. I mean, Pep said it himself. He said we lost because he was playing through us. So he could pass. He could definitely break up the play. So, I don't know if we're hurting for a CDM, but we do need to sign one, and we need to hurry up on that, at least in the next 3 weeks. But not 50 million, no.
Germ. In studio, guys, how do you feel about that?
I'd want to get Ugarte and who else we talking about?
Fofana?
Not Fofana. DeLit, yeah. Fofana and not Fofana. DeLit and Ugarte.
It's vibes in the studio, huh?
Because Fofana.
Sorry,
at least what I've
of contact. My bad.
At least what I've heard about Fofana, it's mainly something more so like to Atletico or AC Milan, right? It's not really that strong of an interest from United,
it's nothing
right?
concrete.
Yeah, these are just names being thrown out there. Exactly. But I would like Ugarte just to be alongside right there, Meno, right? So Meno can not have that defensive responsibility as much.
I just want the job done.
Ross piece.
Yeah, exactly. Ross piece on mine. Because literally it was like this hour we getting this somebody, 2 hours later.
Calm though. It's only been 3 days since we signed a man, and you just feel stush like everything's supposed to happen now. Calm.
I got like a little spoiled.
We still in July. Were we in August? Wait, what month was it?
July.
And you just
those are the vibes now, bro.
You remember who used to run this thing? We didn't sign people to the last week, brother.
Yep.
Okay, calm down. You stush rascal. Anyway, so yeah. Vibes. I like DeLit. I just need DeLit in there because I think he's going to make us a better team. His leadership, his experience. PSG is tripping right now because they just gotten beef. I don't know who's running PSG and doing their business, but they're chief and dope because they got beef with Napoli right now because something over Osimhen. Yeah, so I don't think PSG is thinking right now. I don't think they're thinking right. I think they're just throwing numbers out, and we're ran by people who are just not going to go for the fuckery, and we're giving ourselves options. So
I think
these are current news. Let's get to the big question because one other current news was that De Ligt is like, come get me, but we don't need to go there because we all want De Ligt.
I think
the big question.
Real quick,
go ahead, Sean.
Yeah, with De Ligt though, what was the bid yesterday? 34 million euros.
Yeah, we're way off.
Yeah, they want 50.
Lowballing it.
Yeah, they want 50. So 50. Why not give them 40 with add-ons?
That's what I was telling Casey earlier.
Sean, but they want it all up front.
What I'm saying is give them 40 million up front and then give them 10 million in add-ons.
But if you know he's going to be a baller, he's going to get those extra 10, right? With those add-ons.
Listen, this is negotiations, and
hey, at least we know how to negotiate finally.
Our people used to be like, you want 50? We'll give you 55.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, you were asking for 40. Oh, no, it's okay. We'll give you 60.
We'll give you 60. You know what I'm saying?
And the worst part of that,
correct.
Go ahead, Bandito.
The worst part of that is nobody else was in for him. Like no one else was in for Sancho. No one else is coming in from. Oh yeah. Well, there you go. Paid in full.
Paid in full.
Yeah.
And we give you a star academy kid for nothing. No, that's not facts. But anyway, big question for the day, and I don't know how we're going to get through this. My question and my thought process when I was chilling last night with a team, and I was like, damn, I love how Ineos is moving. I love how they are active. I love how they multitask. You know, I'm not used to these things. Well, for Manchester United, for other sports organizations, I am, because in LA we win everything. But anyway, that's not even now.
Yeah. Shout out to Celtics.
Ineos. Why would you rep another city though? You're a waste man. What would you listen? Wake up this Boston. Boston don't like you.
You set yourself up for that one though. You did set yourself up for that one.
But we do win everything in LA, Sean.
Yeah,
I'm not seeing every sporting team win a championship. You're next.
I haven't seen LA with the Rams win shit yet.
What are you talking about?
They won a couple of years ago.
Yeah, a couple of years ago.
Let's go. Let's keep it footy. Let's keep it footy. You just
focus on.
I went to the Rams. Footy. Let's keep it footy. But anyway, Ineos getting rave reviews from everybody. I saw Anfield Report make 2 videos about Ineos, giving them props.
Yeah, I watched it too.
DR Sports had Tottenham fan, Liverpool fan, West Ham fan, Chelsea fan, Arsenal fan, round table, no United fans, bigging up Ineos. TalkSport can't stop doing the thing. My question is, Ineos is doing a good job. They're moving well. They're moving smart. They're being efficient. They're being quick. They're being decisive. They know what they want to do. But they're still, and what's the debt again, Jerm?
Oh, 990 million. 990.
Mike, big question for you gentlemen today. I don't know how we're going to get to the second question. Can you see Ineos building a consistent, and I know consistent means they got to do it multiple times, top 4 team or erasing our debt? Mikey, go first.
I don't think the Glazers want the debt erased. I don't think they want that erased. They don't really care for that. I mean, it's a plus if it happens, but I mean, they have an unlimited money glitch. So, like, who cares about the debt? And Ineos only has but this much of a stake, so they're not focused on doing too much to that. I don't think that's what they're there to do. So I don't think it's a non-issue. Really? It's going to be there. It's going to continue to be there until the bubble bursts. And then, I mean, we make so much money. That's the thing. But we can't pay it into the debt all at once. But these guys just refuse. They refuse to make those strides. And I mean, the Glazers still own the club. It's still their club.
And to Mike's point, I know we talked about this earlier.
I love this. A lawyer, legal, banker. Go ahead, Charm. Go ahead.
It's a win-win for the Glazers, right? Because they're not going to erase the debt, but yet Ineos is raising the value for the team. So it's like we're still in debt. you guys, we don't have to do any of the legwork. You guys can do everything football related. That's going to raise value for the team, raise ticket sales, more, you got more podcasts. You got people talking about this on a day-to-day basis. That's just money more coming into them. So they don't care.
Bandito, next.
It's all about the results on the pitch. And
Right.
like you said, if you can do that, however you structure that debt, I'll be well happy with that if we get success on the pitch. What's the long game for Ineos is kind of your question too. Is it full ownership, 50% ownership? Do they want to take on that debt? Because that was the original plan, right? If you're gonna buy the club, you're gonna buy the debt. So is that the long game for them? I don't know.
I'm gonna speak out of turn. My thing was, I thought that if the more we take from the debt, and you guys are definitely smarter than me, I went to school in athletic scholarship. If we take more from the debt, we can use more towards buying things, have more capital, so we don't have to use credit to get things. So I thought more we erase from the debt, more we can spend in the transfer budget. I don't know. Tell me if I'm wrong, you guys. So if we take $200 million off the debt, can we use that to help with FFP? But is that all contract based?
Who's putting $2 million for $2 million forward? I mean, 200 million. Who's gonna say, yo, instead of taking money this year, let's give the money back? Like, nobody's doing that. They're not doing that. It's not in their best interest.
So
I'm wondering if Ineos actually has something in the contract, because if Ineos are going to pay off this $1 billion debt that we're in, then the Glaciers are not going to do any of it, and then Ineos ends up taking over the company. You have to spend an extra $1 billion taking over the company. So I'm wondering if somewhere in that contract, if they're paying it off, it goes off towards the, when they finally buy Manchester United.
That's a very good point, Sean. That's actually a good point.
Because why would they pay it off and let the
what's Sean is point is like, what's the incentive of them paying it off, right?
Yeah, there's no
there
incentive.
has to be an incentive.
So I always how you doing, Glenn? Good to see you.
Good on, mate. How are you?
Glenn, the question right now is, what will happen first? A consistent top four squad, or the debt getting erased? I'm learning a lot. I actually thought Ineos's goal was to own the team in the long run.
Was that a question for me, though?
Yeah.
Huh?
Was that a question for me?
No, it's the question for everybody. So I'm just letting you know where we're at. So I'm getting educated right now because Mikey says, what'd you say, Mikey? Who pays that? Who's going to do that? And Sean says, what's in the contract? Is Ineos trying to own the team? Is that basically what you said, Sean?
Yeah, like there's no incentive for them to pay off.
Can I speak quick? Because I got in here late, lads.
Speak quick, Glenn. That's the whole purpose.
I'm sorry, mate. I got in here late, lads. And to be honest with you, this whole financial Ineos bullshit, backshit, FFP, he's fucking pissing me off, to be honest with you. We're going to pre-season. We should be talking about football. Fuck this money shit. What we doing in 2024? Listen,
Glenn, we did talk a little football. Right now, you just arrived 25 minutes into the show. We did talk football. So don't go into the rant about the bullshit. We have been talking football. We talked a lot of football. Right now,
it's a football show. We shouldn't be talking about finance. No one gives a fuck about finance. It's football.
All right, Glenn. Thank you. I don't learn. Okay. I don't know where I'm at with it right now because I don't learn.
I'm with Glenn on this.
Oh my god!
I'll tell you why too, though. But hear me. For forget about Manchester United. Forget about our debt. For everybody that's in debt and cries about debt, they turn around in like 3 weeks and be like, here's $100 million on top of the debt. Here's like $100 million more. add on to it. Like it doesn't seem to phase them. So why do we need to stress about it? Let's work on success.
Because we talk about it because everybody's talking about it. That's the thing. Every football show is talking about Ineos. They're talking about, so we're not exempt to talk about it. It's a Manchester United. Ineos is part of Manchester United. We're talking about what we think about the debt.
Barca can't play football because they are in debt.
That's rough on them.
They can't play football.
You guys are fucking obsessed. You're obsessed with money. Talk about football. What's this, a fucking bankers union? Talk about football.
Hold up. Finances is a part of football.
Okay, no,
you
Glenn,
need finances to sign
Glenn.
No
players.
money, no football.
Exactly.
I feel Glenn.
You
but
need money to
Glenn,
you need money to pay players. You need money to sign
do
other
you
players.
know
and
why
let go of
we?
players.
Do
It's part of
you
the
know
game.
why we can only spend 100 and something because we have a debt we got to be responsible for, and it's the Glazers' fault. But anyway,
I think the conversation.
go ahead, Bandito.
I think that
Can that be a conversation on here when we talk about tactical stuff about football?
I think what the conversation started off with was Ineos and the structure and how they're doing different, and it just kind of went into a bit of finance. So it's not like we're here talking about FFP formulas and all that. We're talking about the new structure and Ineos and what that means,
Which is beautiful.
and people find that interesting.
It is because we've been deprived of structure. We didn't know people could multipass and run a team. We didn't know that a guy who runs the football operations will go to the coach and say, maybe you should put that guy at a false 9. You know, we didn't have that before. We actually don't have anything to complain about at this juncture but debt. So my whole thing was when I was asking this question is because I'm impressed by Ineos. Glenn, forgive me for being impressed by Ineos, and I'm just impressed by their movement. They are moving better than I thought they was because when I came into the summer, gentlemen, and I don't know how you guys felt, I was like, Ineos ain't gonna be able to sign shit this summer because we're so fucked off in the financial part. But look what they've done. They got rivals meat riding. Excuse me. You know what I'm saying? This is internet radio. We can do whatever we want to do, say whatever we want to do. And please don't drink and drive. So that's where we're at. So since Glenn, I love to have you here. You're beautiful. Let's get into Ahmad. No. Where are we at? Oh, we got 5 minutes. Let's get into Ahmad and Euro. I don't see how they are droppable at this point. Off this juncture.
Whoa, wait. Damn.
I'm starting.
That's really.
I'm starting Ahmad over Garnacho. I'm starting Ahmad over Garnacho. Anybody want to disagree? Take the floor.
That's the most recency bias take.
What did I say?
That is the most recency bias take.
About Ahmad and Garnacho?
Yeah, that was a preseason.
Ahmad
not even
showed
a full
strength.
90.
He keeps the ball. He drops into the middle. He allows our wingers to push high so he can drop into a middle space. That's why Euro was playing in the right back position because Aaron Wan-Bissaka was able to push wide and Ahmad dropped into the middle. Garnacho don't do that.
Okay. I think we should let Mikey speak on this because I know he was a big advocate on putting Ahmad in, seeing something different. Do you have any response as to Casey's take?
I'm actually, Casey, that was very good. That was a good, astute observation right there. But what I will say is, undroppable. I don't know, but we should definitely see more. Right. We should definitely see more of Ahmad this year than we did in prior years. And I'm here for it. I think the guy he's gonna have his rough times. He's gonna get bossed around a little bit. He's a little undersized, but I think he's direct. He has pace. He can beat defenders, and when he gets into those positions, he can make things happen. So, I don't know over Garnacho, but okay.
That's what Sean was talking about, playing with wingbacks. Ahmad allows that. Glenn, you're next. How do you think about Ahmad in this play in Euro? And do you think we have anything better than them? Glenn.
I was doing, lads. Mate, I think Ahmed's fucking brilliant, but it comes to the point that Mikey and Sean agreed on last night that United would would be better with fucking wing backs. If we'd be better with wing backs, then we don't need these players, do we? We don't need the Amads. We don't need the Garnachos. We don't need the Rashfords. We don't need the Anthonys. If you want to play wing backs, you guys got this all epitome that because England played wing backs during the Euros, it would suit United.
I never said that.
No, I'm just saying.
Tell me why. And I asked you 5 times. No. Let me finish. I asked you 5 times on the chat last night, and you ignored me. Why would United be better with wing backs? And please explain tactically why. Can you do that?
Well, first off, I didn't get it in the chat yesterday, so you didn't put it.
No,
in,
you did. You did. I messaged you 3 times, mate. You saw it. You just ignored it.
No, I can show that it didn't. But
Damn, why are you raging? You all right? He had a bad day.
He wrote it on Facebook, but he watched the show for 10 minutes. I answered all those questions in like the 35th minute.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't, mate.
Watch the show back. I'll bet you $20,000.
I posted
that I did.
Damn.
I posted it 4 times, and you dodged it because you couldn't answer it.
Did you watch the entire show? Did you watch the entire show? Did you watch the entire show? Because it was an hour-long show, and we went for all of it.
Let's move.
Glenn, what's a wing back?
Let's move past the fact
What's
about
a
if
wing
they
back?
ignored it or not, or all those. But what? Like,
Right,
I would
so,
like to
so,
hear-
so, so, all right. Relaxing. Please answer that question. Please answer that question. Please answer that question, lads.
Well, yeah, if you give me a chance. I think they can get. I think with the wing backs, it will allow them to go forward. Anthony's shit. Anthony's dog shit. Rashford played dog shit last year. So again, what is the point of having him? So what's the point of having him? If you can have 2 people on the right hand side who can go forward. And talking about England, England played a lot better to have wing backs. When they changed their system to have wing backs, they played better.
Seems simple to me.
Yeah. So you have the wing backs to go forwards. You have the internal that Foden.
So who are the wing backs? Who are the wing backs? Who are the wing backs? Who are the wing backs?
Luke Shaw can play wing back, and then Delo right now can play it. And right now, until we can get someone better in to move forward, like Frimpong, absolutely.
Okay. Let me stop you there for a minute in the football terms. So you want Delo and Luke Shaw as wing backs. So what are you now going to do with our wingers? Where's Garnacho going?
Well, what do we have last year? Well, what do we have last year with wingers? No one put a fucking cross in. So what's the difference?
No, if you're going to play a wing back system, where does Garnacho go? Where does Rashford go? Where does Diallo go? He was just picking up. Where does Diallo go? If you play wing backs, those players have to go inside.
Yeah,
well, it was an idea. It was an
analysis.
idea.
Well, Zersky can do that, and Ahmad can do that.
Yeah, and you can also play them in the position that Bellingham.
What do you mean Zersky can do that? How do you know he can do that?
Because he shows in the film he's good with the ball at his feet, and he drops into the middle. That people compare him to a 10, so the man can drop and play with the ball. Okay, all right, bye. Okay, so anyway,
hold on, real quick. Hold on. If we're going off of the show, right?
Yeah.
The point of when we brought up the wingbacks is we don't want ETH to be rigid. We want him to try things, right? So if we sign that third center back, even I've said, we could play Martinez a little bit more. We could do all kinds of stuff. We're just talking about different things we could try with the players that we will get with different personnel. We don't have to try to 4-3-2-1, all this other stuff. We could just go in and try different things through the year. All of us bitched the entire year about how Ten Hag wouldn't do this. Yes. He won't do that. He won't do. He gets defensive. We all bitched about it. Some of us wanted him out. Some more than others wanted him out. Some wanted him out in December. Okay, because his tactics were bad. So we're just saying things that could possibly happen if we play wingbacks. If we we invite the idea of it. It's just ideas. None of us are fucking are in the Premier League. We're just having an opinion. Okay, and I agree with Sean wholeheartedly. We could play that sometimes, especially when it comes to injury. Take a man out the midfield, get centralized, play on the wing, get guys. We could do all kinds of different stuff because we're getting the personnel now. The issue for years is that we haven't had the personnel. We cried for years for CDM. We got one. Now he's not good. So that's all we're saying here. Nobody's.
Listen. It's my only comment to you, right? And you play the game, I know, right? So if you're going to play wing backs, right? You're going to play 3 centre backs. You're going to play 2 wing backs, which naturally is 3 centre midfielders and probably 2 forwards, right? You play a 3-5-2, whatever. We've got players like Garnacho, Ahmad, Rashford, Anthony. If you're going to play that system with wing backs, those players, those players have to play inside, and they can't play inside. So now you've got to have top quality 3 centre midfielders. And if you do, those wingers are done. So why would we play that system when we've got those quality wingers out there? And are we going to play 2 centre forwards with Xerxes and fucking Hoyland together? That's never going to happen. You're never going to see wing backs with fucking Ten Hag this season. With this squad, you're never going to see it. It's one man up top.
Okay, well, thank you, Glenn. I think you're mistaken about playing Xerxes and Holland together. They can actually play perfect together. So we're going to end it on that note.
How do you know? How do you know that, Casey? How do you know that?
How do you don't know?
So Holland and Xerxes can play perfectly together.
Have you seen Xerxes play?
I have.
Okay, Bandito. We're going to go to a little footy culture right now. Bandito, please tell us about the J League and what your time, and tell us about the Milk Cup. I'm so sorry, brother.
Oh, this is great radio. All right. So since you last saw me on here, I had gone to Tokyo on holiday. And what I like to do, I like to integrate football into my trips. So I caught some J League football. So it was at Tokyo Stadium. It's the home of two clubs, FC Tokyo and Tokyo Verde, and it's also the home of the Japanese national team for football and rugby. Yeah, so coming up to the ground, like a lot of things in Japan, it's about half a mile from the train station. So you're walking in with all the supporters off the train into the ground. Yeah, I would say, it's a shirter culture. It's a scarf culture that everyone's wearing colors and scarves and stuff like that.
Like MLS?
Yeah, similar, I would say. The ground was fantastic. So it was built in 2001, I think, for the World Cup, the Japan-Korea World Cup.
They got a better ground than the U.S. Copa America.
So it gave me kind of like Latin American vibes because there's no inner concourse. You badge
like
in
a fucking wedding singer.
You could walk all the way around the ground, so you can get in. You can get into the home section. You can go to the away section. You can get in the middle. Yeah, so it's a little different. I'll say the level of play in the J League. I've watched football in the U.S. up and down the pyramid, and I would probably put it at about the USL, which is the second tier of.
Oh, okay. I got a good
U.S. football. Not very many foreign players. It was only like one team had one foreign player, and the other one had two. As far as the atmosphere goes, they're very polite, but Japan is a drinking culture. So, but you don't really see people like super drunk, right? And there's
not like the studio.
Not like the studio or at home. But I will say it was constant noise. So out of the away section and the home supporter section behind the goal, it was almost like an Italian Latin American ultra vibe with banners.
Was this a United game or not? Was this a United game?
No, this was J League, FC Tokyo. I don't remember the name of the other team that played. But the atmosphere was good. Out of a 50,000 seater, there was probably about 30,000 people there. But good noise out of the crowd. So that was a bit of the culture. Leaving the grounds, it's like that, like at the World Cup, people start cleaning up and they start sorting their rubbish. and it's like an orderly walk back to the subway station. So real enjoyable. Food was decent. Yeah, that was my experience with J League football. I would encourage people, if you travel, if you're on your holiday and there's football going on, go see a local game, go see a J League game or something like that. Soak in the culture and the football. It was really enjoyable.
I'm really fantasizing about being out there.
Oh,
I went fishing in the Poconos last week. Can I tell you about
that? Tell me about the milk cup. Our boy had a brace.
Oh, milk cup. So Northern Ireland, I think they're calling it the Super Cup Northern Ireland now. Northern Ireland. United U16s are in there. One of the players that we saw in those U18 runs, Bendito Matato, playing in there, getting himself a brace. So other players that have shined at the Milk Cup, Marcus Rashford and Ryan Giggs and stuff like, players like that throughout the years. It's been going on since the early 80s. And United will bring a large contingency of fans from Manchester and all over Ireland to go watch matches in Northern Ireland for the Milk Cup.
Glenn, have you ever been to the Milk Cup? Is it shit?
My cousin Ben Thornley, he shined there. He shined there because.
What did he do?
He crossed the ball for Keith Gillespie for a diving header against FC Dallas.
Hey, you actually like our new goalie coach, don't you?
Fucking mint, mate. Yeah, I do.
Oh, nah.
I'm outside now. It's dark here now.
Wow. That was an energetic show.
Have you gone off?
Nah. What is going Glenn, what is going on over there?
How many drinks?
It's dark. He came in with rage. Was it a bad day?
Hey, Mikey, I gotta say something when you said about Lenny Yoro's face.
No, mate, no. I'm absolutely not raging.
Wait a minute.
Go ahead. What was your take? You didn't like his face.
No, I'm good, mate.
I was telling Casey.
Absolutely no rage, man.
That's just a French thing. I feel like they're just I feel like they got that vibe where they're just too cool for school, too cool to care. Isn't that what they always got on Martial about? Like,
I think it's swag.
Yeah, that's a swag, right? There's just a French thing.
Fuck the French.
Yeah, I think Sean kind of corrected me yesterday. Like, he watched the entire thing. I just watched the clips of him like holding the jersey, and he's just like, and it's just like, damn, bro. But hey, look, if Sean says he looked excited to be there, then hell, I don't know. I'll be excited. So maybe I shouldn't, compare me to him. He's a professional. You know what I'm saying? But I'll be over the wall like you wouldn't. I couldn't contain myself. But like he's showing it, like, oh yeah, I'm at United.
I feel like
you're talking about cancer now, Lenny Yoro.
Say it again.
Who are you talking about? I mean, I lost signal. Who are you talking about?
We're talking about
Lenny.
Lenny Euro in his face because he has a demeanor where it looks like it's kind of nonchalant, but he's not interested. Some people think, go ahead. What do you think about his?
Mate, did you hear that he spoke to Rio before he came?
Yes.
Yeah. That's fucking mint, and that's
Rio
good.
Had his shirt off. Pause. Rio had his shirt off the whole time.
This boy is like the new Varane, mate. He's going to be top class. Get some. I know you guys talked earlier about the back three, mate. He can't play in the back three. He's going to be in the back. Right, listen to me. Listen to my opinion.
Okay, let's go. We got 2 minutes. You have a minute to get your opinion out.
Back two, him and Martinez with Shaw and Delo. Top back four. Done. We don't need a three. We don't need Delit. We're not going to play a back three. No one wins the Premier League playing the back five. We'll go back four, and we'll go for it.
Don't you believe you're a better team if you can do different type of systems, if you can interchange, if you can able to move guys forward?
No, because Ten Hag started that way, and we got wellied by Brighton and Brentford. No one plays that way in the Premier League if you want to win the Premier League. City don't play with a back five.
Well,
Liverpool don't play with a back five. This ain't fucking Southgate. We go with a back four, and we get our best players in midfield, and we get our wingers.
One thing I would say to him is that, what do you mean we don't need the lid? We had injuries. We need depth.
All right. We can have the lid. We can have the lid, but we don't need 3 centre backs. Get a grip of yourself. Get a grip of yourself, lad. We don't need 3 centre backs.
Lenny Euro is going to be the best right back we've had in a long time. He has passed.
He's not a right back. He's a right centre back.
That's what I meant. I'm sorry, but he plays in that right back area. If you watch, did you watch the game? We got 30 seconds.
I've seen every single game, mate.
I feel like I haven't heard cheese.
Cheese is 30 seconds. I heard cheese. I've heard cheese. You didn't hear it, but I hear it. I hear it.
Right,
listen, this has been fun. It's always been fun. Listen, guys, listen. Check this out. Check this out. These are good times to be a United supporter. These are good times. We're talking right now. It was going back and forth, but we're all entitled opinions, and everybody's respected. But these are good times. We should be happy that we're having actually semi-Cadillac problems. My question tonight is, I thought if we release this debt, we can be able to spend $400 million. That's all I'm thinking about. Great show. Everybody check out United Zone. They come on Mondays
and Thursdays.
Thursdays, a great show. I totally enjoy it.
Western.
Yeah, Mikey gone already. Shout out to Mikey, Bandito, Glenn, the studio. We're out. We're in the whip. Up the fucking Reds.
Up the fuck.
Thank you, Mike.
You are listening to Those Casual Reds with Casey Gayle, Jeremy Sanchez, and Mikey Douglas, only on LA Talk Radio.